Hello everyone, I'm 2-Bit Art, or Sarah. You can call me 2B if you want. I'm the lead artist for Hollows Deep, and I'm going to show you the parallaxing layers. The background for Hollows Deep is actually really simple. If you break it down, it is green. It's a gray green. What I did was to give it a sense of going back into space and of being a very dense forest. I went on ahead and I just erased out pockets of light and then would strategically place in trees to make them look like they were going back in space. It's very simple. It's all about the shaping. It's just a very simple line. It looks like nothing actually. The moment that you add in the middle ground of the parallaxing layers, it starts to look a little more complete, a little more claustrophobic. I just put in rough shapes. There's a log or broken tree maybe, roots, canopy pieces, hanging moss. It's all erased out. It's just shaping. It's very rough, as you can see. Those are not the best leaves. This is going to be very far back in space. You aren't even going to see the details on this. I'm not concerned, and it takes too much time, wastes time on the production, frankly, to spend that much time noodling out something you're not going to see. The last layer is the foreground layer. This is again, this is a good example of how I work backwards. I just did a flat green. So this color, and then I erased out. Everything is erased out except for the hanging moss I added back in. It's just too hard to sit and do all that with an eraser. But push and pull. Just shapes, focused on the shaping, the roots, how things went up and down. They're all seamless textures. They all stitch together really nicely. Every layer actually is. So then I added in painting on top of it. I don't put a lot of contrast in the background. As things head back, they lose saturation, they lose contrast, atmospheric perspective. You shouldn't see the darkest, the blackest blacks or the lightest lights. You should just see a very medium tone. And it sets everything in the foreground apart from it, because they would have more contrast. So then, after adding in little details like the bark and stuff, I added in more texture. So more hanging moss, highlights on the hanging moss, mushrooms. There's leaves on the ground. There are leaves on the ground, and rocks. And then, after I've set all that up, this will be the base for painting all the assets. Oops. Don't mind me. For painting all the assets in the game. These are very large files. You can, I know. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. You can see the entire forest from here, and then I can add in the character. Whoop, right there at the bottom. If I can, just a second. And there she is. So I will paint on top of this. This is just the setting. It's almost like making a little panorama and then painting right on top of it so that I can make sure I have good relationships between the items and the assets that I'm painting and the background. So thanks for watching.